You could tell trouble was brewing at Phillip Island when things didn't go according to plan on the warm-up lap.
Oh, Brendan Cook trying desperately to get temperature because the rear tyres, they don't do any steering or driving, so small mistake.
And Kenny Wooten getting towed away there. That'll be a slightly delayed start, so hopefully they can get that car away and we can get underway real soon.
Then when the race got underway, the infamous reverse grid race lived up to its reputation.
And there's McNiven going down the outside, so this is going to be 3 wide into turn 1. The reverse grid race, it's always very dangerous, isn't it?
That's what happens when you reverse the top half of the field. Paul Stokel starts from 7th. Sean Carter has smashed Stokel off the road and into the fence at Southern Loop.
Bang! That was a big accident. Hopefully these guys are okay, but Sean found himself... No, I don't think you're going anywhere there, Sean. He's found himself right out wide.
Let's have a look again. This is on board the Uberstar Pizza Capers Mini with Craig Innes. Look ahead. Carter's out of the road. Look at this. He tries to bring it back on, but he loses momentum, and Stokel totally innocent.
Yeah, it looks like this... looks like Berwick Linton maybe there didn't give him much room. We've got another problem in the middle of turn 1 as well. So
I think that was Gavin Yort. Let's have a look again. Yort was to the lead, but McNiven swept around to take it. Here's Carter, just goes a little bit wide on Berwick Linton. Runs out of road.
Linton's kept running wide there, hasn't he? So he's obviously got out on that slippery stuff, and you're just a passenger from there. And probably Stokel was the guy that saved the day in a way. That would have been a big accident.
Another angle. Carter doesn't get off the road by far, but it's bringing the car back onto the road, loses the rear. Oh, that's nasty.
Now that's going to have a big effect on the championship with Stokel in the fence and Alajaj, and he's clear and he's through. So Sean Carter obviously battling for 3rd place in the championship as well. Sean's out of the car, he's okay, and Stokel's fine as well.
With Stokel out of the race, this was Chris Alajajan's best chance to open up his championship lead, if he could survive the rest of the race.
Now this is a sprint to the checkered flag, the last lap. Alajajan's car looks out of sorts. He was sideways almost into one.
Now he's obviously aware that Stokel's out of the race, so I would have thought he's going to push on quite hard, but he's slipping, sliding everywhere, and he's dropped back a couple of spots. He's under attack now from Innes, and there's a decent battle going on here for these positions in the final lap.
Well, he's got the prime opportunity with Stokel on the side of the road to earn back plenty of points here. Is he going too defensive? Is he playing it too steady?
Yeah, it's like he's gone very cautious and thought, no, well, there you go. He's got Josh Hunt going through as well. So either Alajajan's got a problem or he's just being extremely cautious, making sure he gets points.
Well, they're muscling him aside. Innes now around the outside at Siberia. The Jack's Quick Fit Tyres Mini will hang on to this spot here, but he has been swamped in this last lap.
There you go, you got the New Zealand champion battling the current championship leader here in Australia. So these guys, a lot of mini experience, and they know what it's all about to make the most of these cars.
Peter McNiven out in front. He's got a nice little margin on this last lap. Great drive here. Josh Hunt, first time in the mini challenge, started from 9th, and he's challenging for 3rd, and is going to have a big dive. Great move.
Fantastic. Late on the brakes, down the inside. That's how these minis are so good under braking. Big brakes, ABS, you can really push it to the limit. And he sort of caught Berwick Linton sleeping a little bit there.
Well, Pete McNiven, he's very much awake. He's on his way home in race 2 at Phillip Island. Alajajan will snag some points and extend the margin over Paul Stokel, but Peter McNiven, the supercharged batteries mini, too strong.
And Elliot Barber and Josh Hunt, 2 debutants making a podium result in race 2.
Just behind Berwick Linton in 4th from Chris Alajajan. Craig Innes 6th, Gavin Yort and Brendan Cook round out the top 10.
The final race of the weekend was unpredictable, with plenty of new and inexperienced drivers at the front of the field.
So the race 2 winner, Peter McNiven, will lead at turn 1. We run on board with Craig Innes looking ahead at young Elliot Barber. Now the man to watch for is Paul Stokel. He started down the rear of the field, and this is a big chance for Alajajan to pick up more points.
It is, isn't it? Because with the championship the way it is, with only 2 rounds to go after this one, if Alajaj can get through McNiven and score maximum points, it's going to make Stokel's life hard. There is a cloud over McNiven's result in race 2 as a possible technical infringement, so we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. But Stokel's the man. He's going to be on green tyres or better tyres, because he didn't do race 2, so we'll wait and see how he runs through this race.
I tell you what, his young teammate Josh Hunt hasn't done a lot of racing over the last 12 or 18 months. He's not rusty at all. He's been diving in gaps left, right and centre.
I'm really impressed by his debut this weekend and Elliot Barber's. Those two guys have really stepped up to the plate. They're mixing with the front blokes. I wouldn't be surprised to see them fighting for a podium result at the end of the weekend. As you can see there, we've got Alajarjan right up underneath McNiven. He knows he wants to get through and get those points.
Now Alajarjan, that car has not looked comfortable. It's been quite nervous on the road.
Oh,
boy.
That was talking about that one.
That wasn't nervous. That was a mental breakdown, nearly.
So the rear of the car, we've talked about cold tyres all weekend. We've got Hunt coming through on the inside of Linton. Can he get through? No, Linton's going to be in the right spot for the exit. So we've talked about cold tyres all weekend. They're being very cautious on this opening lap because it is hard to get that rear tyre temperature up. However, it looks like that Innes has managed to get on the power a little bit better out of the second last corner and will sneak through on Elliot Barber. So these guys fighting pretty hard in that in lap 1 here as Josh Hunt has got through on Berwick Linton.
The first 5 cars were nose to tail for several laps, with the series leader trying to hold guard in the middle.
The thing to remember is too, the rear windows indicate how much weight ballast each of the cars is carrying. Not really affecting Josh Hunt though, straight down the inside on Alajarjan. And here, have some grass.
Just feed him a bit of a fender and run him wide. Why not? And that's going to actually cost Alajarjan another spot as well, so Berwick Linton sneaks through. In the meantime, all this battle's going on. Look at that blue car in the background. He's sneaking up on these guys, so could be quite interesting as this race goes on.
Back with the Kiwi, Craig Innes. Racing with the Aussies this weekend. First time at Phillip Island.
Oh, look at Alajarjan's rear of the car. They're sliding round. When you really tip these cars in, he's got to run. Oh,
no! Alajarjan. And swings it back around.
Stokel's through.
Stokel would have loved that. Elliot Barber on the grass. Let's have a look again. The rear steps away.
He's got it. No, he hasn't. Bit of a heart-stopping moment there. He's managed to miss everything. But as he's seen out the windscreen, Paul Stokel cruises on past. So his chance to score maximum points over Stokel's now gone. As you can see him right out wide, that's all it takes. And that grass is so slippery and wet out there at the moment, so he's lucky to carry, not hit anything in that one.
And he's lucky that Craig Innes wasn't a little closer. Barber sneaks on through.
McNiven was being hunted down by the series debutant.
Now you get the feeling here, Aaron. Josh Hunt's on a bit of a mission. You can see the body language in the car. He's really attacking at the moment, so he's going to try and have a look down the inside. No, there's no way there. So McNiven under pressure, and McNiven's run wide.
Oh, caught him out. Snuck it back up the inside and grabbed the lead.
That's all it takes in. A little bit of pressure from behind. McNiven's braked 2 car lengths too late and lost the lead. So Josh Hunt through to the lead on his debut in Mini Challenge. What a great effort.
Stokel flew through the field and soon had his new teammate in his sights.
What an incredible drive. The reigning champion started in 12th place on the grid. He's now 2nd. And do you reckon Josh Hunt, one weekend teammate, might get out of the way?
Oh, well, it's quite possible, isn't it? We've got these guys now battling for 3rd place. McNiven under pressure from Innes. So Innes is going to look for a way down. If he positions himself well as we come over the top of Lukey Heights, he might be able to get the braking job done. He's trying to go around the outside. This will be big.
Up and over Lukey Heights. Innes wants the inside. McNiven wants to cover it. In fact,
there goes Stokel.
Yeah, Stokel got it. Hunt didn't make it too hard. Alajarjan is making moves of his own through on Berwick Linton for 5th, but Stokel, that gives him a few more championship points. They are all going to be critical. The run to the line. This car was smashed earlier in the day. What a performance. A 1-2 for Deco Rug Racing.
Oh, fantastic result. McNiven through in 3rd, and that puts Alajarjan, great recovery for him, up to 5th place. Elliot Barber in 7th. What a great result.
But the fight back from Stokel and his team, brilliant.
Yeah, the boys were flat out. We got T-boned. Sean Carter lost it in exiting turn 1, and it was quite a big impact. And I thought the day was over, to tell you the truth. But no, to their credit, they just got back and said, "Nah, she'll be right. We'll get her back on the road again." And there was spanners going everywhere. And next thing, we're rolling out back onto the grid again. So yeah, credit to those boys, and the car was good.
And by the narrowest of margins, a single point back to Josh Hunt. Hunt and Barber on debut and on the podium. Paul Stokel 6th for the weekend. And in the championship, he now sits 59.5 points behind Chris Alajarjan. McNiven 3rd from Carter and Yort.